Hello everyone. Welcome to Nanuya channel. And today, we're talking about something we all do but often feel embarrassed about: crying. Yep, tears. Those little drops of emotion that roll down our cheeks when we're sad, happy, frustrated, or even just overwhelmed. But have you ever stopped to think about how powerful crying actually is? Well, today, we're going to break it down in detail. The science behind crying. Let's start with the basics. Why do we cry? Scientists say there are three types of tears: basal tears, reflex tears, and emotional tears. Basal tears keep our eyes lubricated and healthy, preventing dryness and irritation. Reflex tears are triggered when we get something in our eyes, like dust or onion fumes, and they help flush out irritants. But emotional tears? Those are the real deal. They contain stress hormones and toxins, which means when we cry, we're literally releasing stress from our bodies. That's why we often feel a sense of relief after a good cry. It's like a natural detox for our emotions. Studies suggest that crying also releases endorphins, our body's natural painkillers, and oxytocin, which is sometimes called the love hormone. This combination not only soothes pain, but also fosters a sense of emotional connection and well-being. Essentially, crying is like nature's built-in therapy session. There is also evidence that crying helps regulate breathing and heart rate, stabilizing our body's physiological responses. This is why people often experience a sense of clarity or calmness after crying. It's your body's way of resetting itself. Emotional and mental benefits. Crying isn't just about sadness. It's a deeply powerful form of communication. Babies cry to signal their needs, and as adults, crying can help us connect with others on a more meaningful level. Have you ever noticed that when someone cries in front of you, it often compels you to comfort them? That's because crying triggers empathy in others. It's a universal language that doesn't require words. Moreover, crying helps regulate our emotions. When we suppress our tears, we also suppress our ability to process emotions effectively. Research has shown that people who allow themselves to cry when they need to tend to have better emotional resilience. It's almost like resetting your emotional state. After crying, you often feel calmer, clearer, and even more in control. Crying has also been linked to improved problem solving. When we cry, we are often able to process our thoughts and emotions more clearly, which can lead to better decision making and emotional intelligence. Suppressing emotions, on the other hand, has been associated with higher stress levels, anxiety, and even physical health issues like headaches and high blood pressure. Breaking the stigma. Here's the thing: society often tells us that crying is a sign of weakness. This is especially true for men, who are often told from a young age to man up and suppress their emotions. But let's challenge that narrative. Some of the strongest people in history have cried: leaders, athletes, artists, even warriors. Why? Because crying is a sign of strength, not weakness. It means you're in tune with your emotions, brave enough to face them, and willing to be vulnerable. In some cultures, crying is seen as a sign of emotional maturity and depth, while in others, it's discouraged. But let's rewrite the script. Crying is human. It shows you feel deeply and care passionately. Instead of suppressing our tears, we should normalize and embrace them. Personal stories and listener input. Now, I'd love to hear from you. When was the last time you had a good cry? What triggered it? Did you feel better afterward? Send me your stories, and maybe we'll feature them in a future episode. I'll start. One of my most powerful crying moments was insert personal story. And let me tell you, it changed me. Many people have shared their own experiences about crying. Some cried out of joy, others out of frustration or grief. But the common thread? Every single one of them felt better afterward. One listener shared how crying after a tough breakup helped them process their emotions and heal. Another mentioned that they cry when overwhelmed by gratitude, and it deepens their appreciation for life. These experiences remind us that tears are not just about pain, they're also about love, gratitude, and healing. Practical tips on embracing tears. So, how can we learn to embrace crying instead of fearing it? Here are a few practical tips. Allow yourself to cry. Don't hold back when you feel overwhelmed. Find a safe space and let it out. Journaling. If you're feeling emotional but struggling to cry, try writing about your feelings. It often helps unlock those emotions. Watch something that moves you. A touching movie or song can help you connect with your emotions. Talk to someone you trust. Sharing your emotions with a friend or therapist can make crying feel more natural and accepted. Practice mindfulness. Being present with your emotions allows you to process them fully instead of suppressing them. Remember that crying is normal. Everyone cries. It's a natural response to life's ups and downs, and it's completely okay. Use crying as self-care. See it as part of your emotional well-being, just like exercise or meditation. Final thoughts and takeaways. If there's one thing I want you to take away from today's episode, it's this. Crying is not weakness. It's a release. It's healing. It's human. So next time you feel those tears coming, don't fight them. Embrace them. Let yourself feel. In fact, I challenge you to reflect on moments when you've cried in the past. Were those moments of weakness or moments of true emotional honesty? Chances are, they were moments that allowed you to grow, heal, and move forward with more clarity. That's it for today, folks. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who might need a reminder that it's okay to cry. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. The word embarrassed means feeling self-conscious, awkward, or ashamed about something. In the context of your podcast script, it refers to how people often feel uncomfortable or hesitant about crying in front of others because of societal expectations or personal insecurities. Basal tears are a type of tear that is constantly produced by our eyes to keep them lubricated, nourished, and protected. These tears contain essential nutrients, antibacterial proteins, and enzymes that help maintain eye health and prevent dryness. Unlike emotional or reflex tears, basal tears are always present in small amounts to ensure the cornea remains smooth and clear. The phrase flush out irritants means to remove or wash away substances that may cause irritation. In the context of the script, it refers to reflex tears, which help clean the eyes by removing dust, smoke, or other foreign particles that could cause discomfort.